Good evening. Welcome to a delightful episode of Black Metal and Brews. Tonight, I'm doing something a little unconventional, something I've never done before because, as you may know, I love trying new things and sharing them with you. This evening, the beer is facing away. Usually I have the label facing toward you. Why is that? Well, I'm going to answer my own question because I know. Tonight I'm reviewing a homebrew for the first time ever. It was sent to me by my friend Noel Mueller. Please forgive me if I've mispronounced your name, Noel. I'm going to pronounce it like you're Noel Fielding. Noel, perhaps, I don't know. The force behind one of my favorite record labels right now, Grimoire Records. With that in mind, we're going to listen to a recent cassette from said label. The fantastic Mirror Unveiled by Barbalith. He's got a mouthful of goodness tonight. Hopefully this drink will also be a mouthful of goodness. That sounded really tacky, but we're going to go with it because, as always, Black Metal and Brews is improvised. I get my facts straight and I go. For those who aren't familiar, this tape is, well, awesome. Just very, progressive, sprawling, monumental, always reaching upward sort of black metal. Let's see, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's actually the complete album artwork, but it's really just beautiful, kind of psychedelic sort of stuff going on there. It really matches with the spontaneity and the wildness of the music. So, Noel brewed an ESB, and I'm excited to give it a try. Whew. Got a little bit of froth there, perhaps due to my pour more than anything. It smells like beer. We're off to a good start. You've made beer, Noel. You're already doing it, buddy. Whoa, okay. That's why I've got these coasters here. Goodness. And of course the cat has decided to join us. Things couldn't go all wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, honey, out of the video. There we are. The star of the show made her appearance. Well, this was probably my own doing. Let's that kind of, there we go. We're going to roll with it, as we always do here at Black Metal and Brews. Really should have had a rag on hand for this, but I wasn't expecting it. Well, this gives us all a moment to really enjoy the mastery here of this music. So, I'll admit, this beer was sent to me during my illness earlier this month, or a month ago now, wow. And I was delayed in my ability to consume it because of it. That's probably part of why I'm having such a frothy issue here. The nose is quite appealing, I'll say. Got some nice hop characteristic, but not in the intensely bitter smelling or floral. Just kind of a balanced beer, which, despite the name of extra special bitter, an ESB is actually meant to be a pretty moderate, middle of the road, just great drinking beer. Much more popular from what I've been told in the UK than it is here. I'd like to see a change of that though. I know a very popular one in the markets right now is the Trooper beer with Iron Maiden's, Eddie doing the Trooper on it. I've not tried it. I'll admit the price of the bottle is a little scary because it's little, and I've heard mixed reviews. Perhaps I'll give that a shot. Although I'd want to have a tape of the Trooper, and I don't have any Iron Maiden tapes. They're probably hard to find in, maybe one day. Dream, live, I don't know. I'm not even going to follow that to whatever its illogical conclusion would have been. You can see, gosh, this beer, I don't want to have it drip all over my floor, but there's nice kind of copper color to it. Dark, but not overwhelmingly so. It's just a middle-of-the-road sort of color. A little hazy. And I've been warned that there may be a little sediment at the bottom of this beer, so I'm probably not going to pour the whole thing out. And that's okay with me. Especially because it seems quite prone to a heady experience here. Now, I'll admit, I've been told, you know, there are tips to reduce head on beer. I don't like to really taint what's going on. I don't want to interact with that. I am, however, going to give this a first sip because I owe it to myself and to you guys to not make this video 20 minutes long. Mostly to you guys. I could do this all day. I'm just hanging out. Ooh, gonna keep my hand on. So there's a little bit of pineapple coming through there. Nice little smells. I'm gonna give myself a little foam stack, I guess. It's actually really refreshing. A little on the hoppier side than I would expect for this style. That's not a bad thing. It's actually just kind of a nice Americanized take on it. We Americans love our bittering hops. I'm not sure if that was the intent here. I enjoy this. I would drink it again. I'd love to share a pint or two or four with the Grimoire Records family, because I know it's more than just Noel, correct me if I'm wrong. And there's so many great bands on that label. It's Balbrith. There's also a band called Balbrith who are great. Barbolith, however. If Barbolith doesn't do it for you, they do it for me. You've also got Wrought Iron. You've got Myopic. You've got Torrid Husk. You've got Cavern, who did a great kind of punkier EP. Great Big Business cover on it. Love it. You've got Dope Copper, really just vicious, gnarly stuff. And a handful of others. Great label doing great things with a really cool vision. They do all their recording, producing, mixing, mastering, everything in-house, including the album art most of the time. I know, I think they've outsourced some of it. I believe Brandon Gertz, might be mispronouncing your name, Brandon, did that fantastic Myopic Torrid Husk split artwork. But now they're also brewing in-house. Wouldn't it be great if they released a beer to coincide with each tape or CD? Because each of their albums is typically on tape and CD, so that everybody can enjoy it. So that's my suggestion to you, Grimoire. If you think you're up to it, I'd like to see you come up with, maybe one beer for every third release, because you get a lot of tapes out there, and I realize that brewing is a hobby more than anything. This is pretty darn good, though. I'd like to see more. If you're a home brewer and you want to see your beer featured in one of my videos, I would be delighted to sample it. Know that I've got a slightly amateur palate, but a strong passion. Know that I will promote what you're doing. If I don't love it, I'll make it clear, but I'll try and give you advice on how you can make it better. And what I may not enjoy, somebody else may love. All of my contact information can be found at blackmetalbrews.com/contact. I thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening to some music and sharing some beer with me. Cheers. Messy.